Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And it's called, and take that easiness with a grain of salt because this is considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Though the thing is, usually it this one was graded by a whole bunch of people. And on top of that, it's a Megan 33 puzzle, and he or she, they do a very good job of making approachable puzzles. So I think this probably will be pretty easy, or it fit the easy moniker. Anyway, today's puzzle is called One Knight's Dilemma, and it's by Megan 33, who's one of our favorite setters on this channel. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row, column, and box. Cells separated by a knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. So in addition to the other restrictions that happen from normal Sudoku, where you can't have the same digit in the same row, column, and box, there are additional digits where you can't have it. So for this digit, the cells that are a knight's move away cannot contain the same digit as this digit. So in addition to normal Sudoku rules, where this digit cannot appear more than once in the same column, row, or box, you have these 8 additional cells where the digit in this cell cannot appear. So say this was a 5, that would mean that in the red digits, in the red cells, you can't have a 5. So that's how knight's move works. Digits in a cage do not repeat and sum to the clue in the top left. So for example, these 3 must add up to 8. These 2 digits must add up to 11, so if this were a 3, this would have to be an 8 to add up to 11, etc., etc. Digits along a magenta ren band form a set of consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. Now the key is, remember, it's non-repeating digits. So therefore, you cannot have repeats along this ren band line. You cannot have repeats along this ren band line. Therefore, you know so say this were a 1. You would know that the other digits on that ren band line would have to be 2 and 3. Because 1 is only consecutive with 2, 2 is consecutive with 1 and 3, but 1's already taken care of, right? You can't have repeats, so therefore it must go up 1, so therefore it must be 1, 2, and 3 to form the ren band line, if that's the case. And it can be in any order, so it could be 2 there, and 3 there, 3 there, 2 there, etc., etc. And that's how ren bands work. And adjacent digits along a green German whisper line must have a difference of at least 5. So therefore, if this were a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9 to be adjacent to it, because you have to have a difference of at least 5 between adjacent digits on the German whisper line. Digits along each arrow must sum to the digit in the circled cell. So, well, that means this must sum up to what this must sum up to. Pretty straightforward. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so we know this digit is the exact same as these 2. So, we're going to make it pink, I guess. In addition, it cannot be 5 because you can never have 5 on a German whisper line. So it either has to be, and we don't know if it's high or low. Here we have 2 digits adding up to 17, so they have to be 8 and 9. We have 2 digits adding up to 3, so this has to be 1 and 2. Therefore, this cannot be 8 or 9 or 1 or 2. It has to be 3, 4, or 6, 7, interestingly enough. And 5, again, 5 can never be on a German whisper line Because, oh, I don't think I explained why. 5 can't be on a German whisper line because 5 is not 5 away from any other normal Sudoku digit, right? 5 can be 5 away from 0, which is not a normal Sudoku digit, or 10, which is not a digit. 10 and more, right? Let's see. 3 digits that add up to 8 must be 125 or 134. And it has to have a 1 there. So therefore, 1 has to be here. Two digits that add up to 5 must be either 1, 4 or 2, 3. We're not sure which. Let's see. We also have Knight's Move. So where is the pink cell in box 1? It cannot be this one because of normal Sudoku. Can't be that one because of normal Sudoku. We know the pink has to be one of these 3 cells. So therefore the pink is in one of these 4 cells. We're not sure which. And then one of these 3 cells, right? This is pink. This is pink. One of these 3 is pink. This can't be pink. This can't be pink. Okay, so these 1, 2s says that this cannot be 1 or 2. So it could be 3, 4, 5. It can't be 5, obviously, because of the... It's on the German whisper line. It could be 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, in addition, this 1 and 2... Both of these 1 and 2s see these 1 and 2s, right? So either way, if this were 1, it sees both of these here, because it sees this one from normal Sudoku and this one from Knight's Move. This one sees this one from normal Sudoku and this cell from Knight's Move. So whatever's in this cell sees both of these cells. Whatever's in this cell sees both of these cells. There's only 1 or 2 in both of these cells. Therefore, 1 and 2 have to be both here, and they cannot be in either cell in this 9 cage. Therefore, you cannot have 1 and 8, so this can't be 8. You can't have 2 and 7, so it can't be 7. Therefore, this is either 3, 6, and 3, 6, and this is 4, or it's 5. So this is 3, 4, or 6. Same here. These 2 cells see both of these cells, so you can never have an 8 or 9 in this 11 cage. So 2 and 9 are ruled out. 3 and 8 are ruled out, so this can't be 3. So this is 4 or 6, and this has to be 5 or 7. So this has to be 4 or 6, and this is 3 or 5. So this is 4 or 6. Now 4 or 6 on a German whisper line can only be next to one unique digit for each of them. For 4, it could be next to a 9, and for 6, it has to be next to a 1. So we know... Okay. What else do we know? We know for... First of all, on this Renban line, we know there's a 5, right? Because if there weren't a 5, that means... If there weren't a 5, how do you form a continuous set of consecutive numbers without a 5 with the digits 1 through 9? You can't, right? You have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they all contain a 5. So we know there's a 5 somewhere along this line. The thing is, though, if this is 4, this has to be 5, right? Which eliminates 5 from being one of those 2. Or one of these 3. These 2 from Sudoku, and that one's from Knight's Move. Therefore, the 5 would have to be one of those 2. if that's the case, right? So therefore, this could not be 5, then. So say this was 4. If this was 4, this would have to be 5, which means 5 cannot be any of these 3. 5 can't be here. Therefore, 5 has to be one of these 2. Well, these 5 also eliminate 5 from being here, so this can't be 5 then, if that's the case. So that's if this is 4. If this is 6, so therefore this set of 3 would have to be 1, 3, 4. If this is 6, this would be 6, this would be 6, this would have to be the 5 then. And 5 could not be any of these 3. These couldn't be 5, obviously. Therefore, and we know this Renban has to have a 5, so the 5 would have to be along one of these 2, which means this could not be a 5, because one of these has to be a 5, and they both see this one. So again, this would have to be 1, 3, and 4. So either way, we know now this has to be 1, 3, and 4 specifically. This cannot contain a 4. So if there's a 4 here, one of these 2 has to be a 4. Interesting, okay. So, okay, one thing is, again, these pink cells are all the same. All of them see, from the way that it works, none of them can be on the Renban line. So either 4 or 6 cannot be on the Renban line. But the thing is, there has to be at least 1 4 or 6 on the Renban line, right? Because you cannot have, so if you can't have one of the 4 or 6 cannot be on the Renban line. If you have that being the case, if 4 can't be on the Renban line, the Renban has to contain 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. If 6 can't be on the Renban line, it has to be contained 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. However, if you try to have these be 1 through 5, well, the easy way to show this would be if you try to have 2 digits from 1 through 5 here, the problem is you have 6 cells which require the digits from 5 specific digits, 1 through 5. And that's not allowed, right? Because you can't fill in everything there, right? So therefore, this cannot be 1 through 5. It has to be 5 through 9 specifically, right? So then this has to be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Since we know it's 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, the 6 cannot be this number, right? Because we know that whatever's in the pink cell cannot be on the Renban line. So this has to be 4 then. So we know all the pinks are 4. So this can't be pink then, because we know one of these is 1, 3, or 4. So let's remove all the pinks that we don't have for certain. So therefore, these are all 4, which forces this to be 5. So therefore, this can't be 5. We know one of these 2 is 5. This has to be 7, because 4 and 7 are together to add up to 11. Therefore, this can't be 7 because of regular. So therefore, we know one of these is 7 and one of these is 5. These can no longer be 4, so therefore it has to be a 2, 3, and pair. So this is 2 and 3. This cannot contain a 4. It could potentially be 1, 2, or 3, though. This is 4, so it has to be next to a 9 on the German whisper line, so therefore this is 9. So the 4 has to be one of these 3. The 4 has to be one of those three. This can't be 7. And 1, 3, or 4. So this has to be 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. No, 3. 2, 5, 6, 8, 9. This is 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But it can't be 5 because of the 5 here. Okay. This cannot be 4 and 8. So this has to be 3, 9, or it's 5, 7. This has to be high. So one thing is that these are all lows. So therefore, it has to be next to a high on a German whisper line, right? So it has to be next to a 9. The 9 can only be next to low numbers on a German whisper line, which is 1 through 4. So therefore, this is a low, which makes this a high, which makes this low, and makes that high. So on a German whisper line, you can only alternate between low and high, which would be 1 through 4, which has to be next to 6 through 9, which all of those have to be next to 1 through 4. Same thing, and vice versa. So this can't be 3 or 4. This has to be 6 or 7. If this is 6 or 7, it can only be next to 1 and 2. So this could be 1 or 2, and this could be 1 or 2. This could be 6, 7, 8, or 9, though. Let's see, what else do we know? This can't be 9, these can't be 9. So again, it could be 1, 2, 3. In which case this would be 1, 2, 3, and this would have to be a 2 or 3. It cannot have a 4 at all. So it could be 5, 6, 7. This can't be 5, so this would be 6 or 7. This can't be 7, this is 5 or 6, this is 5, 6, or 7. Or it could be 6, 7, 8. In which case 8 would be one of these two. You would have 6, this can't be 7. This is 6 or 7 because it can't be 8 because of the 8-9 pair in column 7. Interesting. Okay. What else do we know? If there were 1, 2, 3, the problem is in box 5, we would have 3 lows. Sorry, we would have 4 lows already in box 5, right? Because these would have to be 1 through 3. This would be 1, 2, or 3. Therefore, and again, this red band cannot contain a 4. So 2, 3, 4 is out, 3, 4, 5 is out, etc., etc. So for 1, 2, 3 specifically, we would have 4 lows already in box 5. Therefore, none of the rest of the box could contain a low, but we have 2 cells which are adjacent on a German whisper line. Again, as I said before, you alternate between lows and highs, so therefore that would have to guarantee a low there, which is not possible if this renban is 1, 2, or 3. So this renban cannot be 1, 2, or 3. It must be either 5, 6, 7, or it's 6, 7, 8. Either way, there has to be a 7 in one of these 2 cells, because this can't be 7. Since there is a 7 in one of these 2 cells, right, it's either 5, 6, 7 or 6, 7, 8, they both see this cell. This from Knight's Move and this one from just normal Sudoku. Therefore, one of these is a 7. Therefore, this can't be 7. This has to be a 6. And 6 can only be next to 1s on a German whisper line. So this has to be 1, and this has to be 1. This can't be 6 anymore. These two can't be 6 in addition because of, and this can't be 5 because of that 5. Therefore, this is, one of these is 7, whereas a 6 on this renban line, it has to be here. So this is 6. Therefore, one of the lows has to be here, and it's 2 or 3. One of the highs has to be here, and it's 7 or 8, because it can't be 9 or 6, because this is high then, too. This has to be high. This could be low, but then it would have to be 3. So 7 can never be here. If this is 7, it would have to be next to 2 lows, and this can never be 1. This would have to be 2, but that can't be 2 either then, if that's the case. So this can never be 7 then, because that's contradictory. If this is 8, this has to be 3, and this is 2. If this is not 8, this is 2 or 3 with 7 or 8. It could be 7, 8, or 9. And that would work. So 6 cannot be here, here. It can't be here because of knight's move. So the 6 is one of these two. 1 has to be one of these two. 1 cannot be here, 1 cannot be here. 1 cannot be here, and 1 can't be here. Therefore, this must be the 1. Therefore, there has to be a 1 in one of these two cells in box 2. These two cells both see this cell, so this can't be 1. Therefore, this is 3 or 4, and therefore one of these cells is a 1. Okay. This can't be 9 because of knight's move. So this can't be 9. This could be a 7 or 8, though. This has to be one of 7 or 8. We have a 7 or 8 here. The rest of box 5 cannot contain a 7 or an 8. Therefore, we have left is just 2, 3, 5, and 2, 3, and 5. Because 1, 4, 6, and 9 are all taken. So 5 has to be one of these two. What do we have left? So it's one is 2 or 3. The others are 6 and 8. So this could be 6 or 8. This is 2 or 3, 6 or 8. The problem is neither of these can be 6 because of this 6. That one's been normal Sudoku rules, and this one be by knight's move. So these can't be 6. That means where is the 2? Where is the 6 in column 5? It has to be here. So this is 6. That means the 8 has to be one of these two and this can't be 2 either. So the 8 has to be one of these two in box 8. So therefore, this cannot be 8. This has to be 3 or 7. If this is 3 or 7, this can never be 3 then. This has to be 2. So we know the low here has to be 2, which means this can't be 2. This can't be 2, so this is 3, 5, 3, 5, which forces this to be 8 and this to be 2. So this can't be 2 anymore by knight's move, so therefore this is 8. Therefore this is next to 2 lows. This has to be 2. This has to be 3. 2 can no longer be here because of knight's move, so this is 1. This is 2. This can't be 3. And this 3 sees both of these cells from normal Sudoku and knight's move. So 3, 9 cannot be there. Therefore, this has to be 5, 7. We have a 5, 7 pair in row 9. So the rest of the row cannot contain 5 or 7. So this can't be 7. This is 8 or 9. This can't be 8 anymore. Therefore, this is 7. This can't be 7 anymore because of the Renban line. Therefore, this is 5. This can't be 6. This can't be 6. So 6 has to be one of these 3 cells in for the Renban line, which means that in box 1, the rest of the cells cannot contain a 6. So therefore, this can't be 6, this can't be 6, this can't be 6. Okay. What else do we have? 4 is one of these cells. Where is the 6 in box 8? Can't be any of these, can't be any of these. It must be here. So this is 6, which eliminates 6 here, here, here in box 7. Can't be here because of the 12 cage. Can't be here because of Knight's Move. So where is the 6 in box 7? It has to be here. This can't be 6. This can't be 6. Therefore, one of these two is a 6. Which means this can't be 6. Therefore, this is the 6 in box 6. Let's see. What else do we know? Okay, where is the 1 in row 2? Can't be any of these. Can't be this. This one eliminates the 1 from being there, and this one eliminates both of these 1s from being there. So in column 2, where's the 1? It has to be here. So this can't be 1. Therefore, we know this can't be 1, so this has to be the 1. And we know one of these two is 1, but that can't be 1, so this must be the 1. So those are all 1s. This can't be 1. This can't be 1. These can't be 1. Therefore, this has to be 1. And that leads to this being 1 from just normal Sudoku. So we have 8, 9 left. This is 8 or 9. This is 8 or 9 in row 5. What do we have left in row 7? We have 4, 5, 7, 9. This can't be 7 or 9, so this is 4 or 5. 9 because of Knight's Move. This could be 4, but no 5. Could be 7 or 9. That's fine. And these could be 4, 5, 7, 9. So those are all valid. This is 4, 5, 7, 9 also. But 5, 7 can't be here because of the 5, 7, 5, 7 pair. So this can't be 5 or 7. But this still could be 4. This can't be 7. Oh, okay. We have a 4, 5, 9 triplet in box 8. That means the rest of the box cannot contain 4, 5, or 9. Therefore, this can't be 5. This must be 7, which makes this 5. This can't be 8 anymore. So this is 5 or 9, and this is 5 and 9. This has to be 2, 3, and 8. This can't be 3 because of a 3, 4, 3, 4 pair. This 5 and 9 sees this one from the Renban line. This 5 or 9 sees this one from Knight's Move. So this cannot be 5 or 9. So this has to be 6 or 8. Okay. This can't be 3 or 4, 1, 6. It's 2, 5, 6, 8, 9. Can't be 8 or 9 because we have the 8, 9, 8, 9 pair in box 3. So therefore, this is 2, 5, or 6. Can't be 5 because of Knight's Move. Therefore, this is 2 and 6. We already knew that the 5 had to be one of these two cells anyways. Yeah. So that can't be 5. This sees 2 or 3. This sees this cell from normal Sudoku, and it also sees this cell from Knight's Move. Therefore, it cannot be a 2 or 3, so it must be a 6, which means this cannot be 6. We know then one of these two is 6. That's fine. One of these is 5. That's fine. Where's the 2 in row 2? It has to be here. Because it can't be here or here. So therefore, this is 2. This can't be 2. This can't be 2. Both of these 3 and 8s see this cell. Right? This one from regular Sudoku, this one from Knight's Move. So both 3 and 8. So if 3 is in one place, the 8 has to be in the other place. If 8 is in one place, the 3 has to be in the other place. No matter what, they both see this cell. So 3 and 8 cannot be in this cell. Therefore, this is a 9, which makes that an 8. This 9 sees that 9 from Knight's Move. So this can't be 9. Therefore, this is 8. This can't be 8. Therefore, this has to be 5 and 9. which means 5 and 9 is not in the rest of the Ranban. So these both can't be 9. This can't be 5 because of normal Sudoku. So this is 3. This is 5. This can't be 3. Therefore, this is 2. This is 3. This can't be 3. Therefore, this is 8. This is 3. This can no longer be 8. So this is 6. This can't be 6 or 8. So this is 7. This can't be 7. So therefore, this is 8. This can't be 7, 8, or 9. Therefore, this must be 2. This can't be 2, 7. And this can't be 2. This can't be 5. This can't be 5. Therefore, this is 9. This is 5, which makes that a 9. This 9 means this can't be 9. So this is 8. This 8, no 8 and 9 here. So this is a 5. This can't be 8 anymore. So this must be 9. So there's no 9 here. So it's 4, 7. This has to be 7 or 9, and this has to be 7 or 9, but it can't be a 9 because of this 9 or this 9, so therefore this must be 7, which makes this 9. So therefore, the remaining cells in box 6 have to be 3, 4, and 7. So this is 3, 4, 7. This can't be 3 because of this 3. This can't be 7 because of Knight's move. This has to be a 5. What are these? These are 2, 4, and 7. In the rest of row 1, this can't be 2. Okay, this has to be 2, 3, and 6. Therefore, this can't be 2 or 6, so it must be 3. These both can't be 3, and this can't be 2 because of normal Sudoku, so this is 6, which makes that 2. So 2 can no longer be... 2 could be any of these two still. This can't be 3 anymore, though, so therefore this is 4, this is 3, which means this can't be 4, so this is 7, which means this can't be 7. The last number now we have here is 8. This has to be 3, because that's the only digit remaining. This has to be 4 or 9. So we have a 4, 9, 4, 9 pair in row 9. So the rest of the row cannot contain 4 or 9. Therefore, this is an 8. And the rest have to be 2 and 3. But this can't be 2 because of Knight's move, so this must be 3, which makes that a 2. This can't be 2 anymore. Where's the 2 in row 1? It has to be here. This can't be 3. Therefore, this is 4 and 7. This is 4 and 7. We have a 4, 7, 4, 7 pair in column 9. Therefore, the 4 and 7 cannot be in the rest of the column. Therefore, this can't be 4. Therefore, this is 5, 9. We have a 5, 9, 5, 9 pair in box 9. So the rest of the box cannot contain 5 or 9. So this is 4. Therefore, this is 7, which makes that 4, which makes this 7, which makes this 3. This 4, the 4 means this can't be 4, so this is 7. Now we're just doing normal Sudoku here. This is 4. This has to be 5. This has to be 9. That's a 5. This can't be 5, and it can't be 4 because of Knight's move, so this must be a 9, which makes that a 4. This can't be 9, so this is 4, and therefore that's a 9. Whoa. Uh-oh. We have... That's a 1. Those are 2s. Those are 3s. Those are 4s. Those are 5s. Those are 6s. Those are 7s. Those are 8s. And those are 9s. Huh. It didn't stop, so that's not a good sign. That means this isn't the solution? Oh. Wait. Did I read this wrong? The digits along each arrow. Oh. Oops. I might have led... Huh. I think, this is not normal arrow notation. So I assume that these both were the same as this one. But from, like, this is how you solve it with normal Sudoku, and this arrow being the same as this one. But it might be that these two digits must add up to what that digit is. Which would be very weird, because normally this notation means that this arrow must be the same as that arrow, which must be the same as that arrow. Or the arrow is the same as this circle, which is the same as this arrow. German Whisper 491618. That works. This adds up to 12. This adds up to 3. This adds up to 4, 5. All the ones are not a knight's move away from each other. Right? All the twos should not be a knight's move away from each other. They aren't. Oh, we have two threes here. How do we get two threes here? Huh. Oh, I had the 3 and the 9s mixed up. How did I get a 9 there? I don't even know how I got an 8 and 9 there. Whoa, okay, so that was the problem. Okay, no, this is correct. Oh, okay, so the problem was essentially having an 8, 9 there. It's 3 or 8 there. Okay, so let's go from there. That's 3 and 8. This is 3 and 8. Oh my god. Ugh, that was bad. Okay. This can't be 8. Okay, again, where is the 7 in box 8? Cannot be any of these 3 cells because of there. Therefore, this must be 7, which makes this 5, which means this can't be 5, so this has to be the 5 then. And therefore, this is 9. Since this is 9, this can't be 9 because of knight's move. This can't be 5. This has to be 2, 3, and 8. Again, this can't be 8 or 9. It sees both 2s. This can't be 2. Where is a 2? It has to be here. This has to be 6, 8, or 9, but cannot be 8 or 9 because of these 2, 8, and 9 in box 3. Therefore, this is 6. I don't know how I got this as an 8, 9 pair. I don't know. Anyways, this can't be 6 anymore. This has to be 8 and 9. 8 and 9. That's fine. This is a 5. 5 has to be one of these two. Oof. This can't be 2. This can't be 2. Again, so similarly, these both see this cell. So neither of these this cell cannot be 3 or 8, so this must be 9, which means this must be 8. Which forces that to be 9, so 9 cannot be here. Okay, so then this one is not eliminated. Okay, that's good. This can't be 5. This must be 3. This has to be 5. This then has to be 2 and 3. Yeah, I don't know how I messed it up that badly. I just did. This is 8. This is 3. This can't be 8 anymore. This is 6. This can't be 6 or 8. So this is 7, which forces this to be the 8. This can't be 8 anymore. So this is 3. This is 8. This can't be 3. So this is 4. This is 3. There's no 7 or 9 in the rest of box 1. So this can't be 8. This has to be 2, which makes this a 5, 8 pair. This can't be 5 then. This has to be 8, and this is 5. So that leaves a 5 here. This has to be 2, 4, and 7. But this can't be 2 because of this 2. This leaves a 7 and a 9 here. This can't be 9 still, though, because of that 9. So this must be 7, which forces this to be 9. This has to be 2, 6, and 9 here. This can't be 2 and 6, so this has to be the 9, and we just had that sort of reversed here. Therefore, this can't be 2, so it must be 6, which makes that a 2. This has to be, what, 3, 4, and 7. Again, this can't be 3. We have a 4, 7, 4, 7 pair here. This has to be, so this has to be 7 and 8. This can't be 8, therefore this is 7. This is 8. This is 4 or 9. This has to be a 3. This is 4, 5, and 9. And this can't be 5. And we have a 4, 9, 4, 9 pair. So we have had everything correct. It's just that we had these pairs just wrong. So this can't be 9, therefore this is an 8. Therefore this has to be a 5, 9 pair here. This has to be 4, 5, or 9. But it can't be 5 and 9 because of the 5, 9 pair in box 9. So this has to be the 4, which means this can't be 4. This can be only 2 and 3. This is 2 or 3. This can't be 4. This can't be 4. This can't be 7 because of knight's move, so therefore that's a 3, which makes that a 2, which makes this 3. This can't be 2 anymore. This must be 7, which makes that 4, which makes that 2, which makes that 7. This has to be 4 then. So therefore that can't be 4 because of knight's move, so therefore this must be the 4, which makes this 9, which makes that 4. We have a 5, 9, 5, 9 pair here. This is a 7. This can't be 5 because of knight's move, so this must be 9, which makes this 5, which makes that 9, and that's a 5. Oof, that was a pretty bad mistake on my part. Okay, so this was correct. This list for a little while I was questioning myself. It was just, then I realized I had 2 9s here. Anyways, I hope you didn't go down. I hope you didn't make the same mistake I did. It was a pretty bad mistake, so I'm pretty sure you didn't because that was just a bad mistake. And I hope you enjoy the solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.